There we go. Right on.
Are
We are live. We are live.
Live.
Live from New York City. Welcome to Wednesday afternoon. Awesome. Few minutes late, few minutes behind. Sorry, folks, for those who are maybe waiting, anticipating this call at 1 o'clock. Apologize for that. Technical difficulties. But nonetheless, we are here live and in person with the amazing, actually a couple icons here I want to just point out real quick. I'm honored, first off, Jay Kinder. I mean, you're man, the myth, the legend right there. You've created so many things in this industry. You're an icon.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for sharing this with me and joining forces. We're here to really kind of, again, unpack some of the things. It's not even a secret anymore. We're usually talking about, hey, we're introducing something, but we're not. Secret's out of the bag. Literally, we know Tom Daves, the #1 Keller Willams agent 4 years in a row in the country, has transferred his business and came to something amazing, revolutionary, changing the industry, eXp. And we're going to kind of talk about some of the misunderstandings, some of the things that possibly may be out there, but get it firsthand from the man himself, Tom. Real quick, Tom, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, Chris, Jay, how you guys doing today?
Awesome, man. Better now.
Yeah, I know. Photo finish, right? We made it. We're all here live. Appreciate this. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, Tom, again, like you say, we're kind of just getting to this point now. Obviously, there's a lot of conversation out there. I feel like this is the Super Bowl. I feel like it's going to come up to this, like, crescendo of Super Bowl of everybody, what is happening? Tom Davis. I mean, we've been hearing stuff. I mean, I'm here local. I mean, Jay's over in Texas, but this is kind of amazing. Jay's in Texas. But we're out here locally, and I'm hearing stuff all the time. So this is a big conversation because you're an icon out here. For those who don't know you, maybe they've lived under a rock. Why don't you kind of give a preface real quick and kind of tell us who you are, intro.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, Tom Daves, eXp Realty. And does that sound good?
Yeah.
I've been in the business for 40 years, and I've been blessed enough to work pretty much every aspect of real estate, traditional real estate, REOs, the team, worked with Blackstone Private Equity, and always gone big, had great success, had a great team through the help of many others, and it hasn't always been successful. I've failed plenty as well, fail forward, right? I think my favorite saying is Wayne Gretzky, you have to skate to where the puck is going to be. And, I mean, you think about Wayne Gretzky, he was the man, he was the great one. He wasn't all that big in stature or that fast, but he was smart, and he studied the game, and he studied the market, and he was where the puck was going to be. So that's been one of my keys. And right now, the puck is definitely going to be with technology, cloud-based, and with the market crowding and starting to move and change. Those were some of the things that led me to join eXp. I was pretty much born and raised here in the Sacramento area. My big why is to serve. I'm here to serve God, my family, my health, my team, others, my community, and leave a legacy. And it's, I heard a saying that I believe that my first half of my life was about success, and the second half is about significance and really making a difference for others to, help others and help our clients deliver a real experience. So kind of a long long answer to a short question. I have 3 kids and just really excited.
That's awesome.
Beautiful wife as well. Hi, Renee.
There you go. Hi, Renee. You always got to give a count to
You never have to worry. Our wives don't ever watch anything that we do. We're always safe.
They're like, this thing on Facebook Live again. What is this stuff?
Right.
Awesome. Well, again, up to this point, obviously, this has been a journey for you. Even, I'd say, something that wasn't just decided overnight. I'm assuming, right, Tom? I'm like, literally, it wasn't like you have a huge business, a huge team. You have a lot involved in where you're at. You're really, married to that company, which again is a great company. Myself, Jay, you've both been there, right? I think Keller Willams, nothing but respect for them. It's an amazing company, and a lot of my success has come and attributed from that. So I give nothing but respect and props to them. But what led you then, honestly, to this progressive spot where you're at today? where you made this choice? Like, it's a huge leap. What made you do it?
Okay, yeah, great question. So, as I mentioned, I've always studied the market, been a student of the market, and I've been in real estate for 40 years. And being in the business that long with, yes, I have investments and rentals, but without having an amazing exit strategy, I was really intrigued by the three sources of income that eXp provides. Of course, commission income, stock, as well as revenue share. And as a leader, we all struggle with people coming on our team and then they learn everything and then they leave our team. So as a leader, our goal is to keep the ceiling of opportunity far greater than what anyone could ever achieve. Because everyone is looking for what I call MOP, M-O-P, right? I love acronyms. Money, opportunity, and personal growth. So I've always struggled with keeping that ceiling of opportunity far greater to keep the talent. You know, we all know it's all about talent, finding talent and then keeping talent. And I just I've had a struggle with keeping that opportunity through other models. And once I learned about the exit strategy with eXp, that's an amazing exit strategy for myself, other team leaders, and it reaches that, it accomplishes keeping that ceiling of opportunity far greater than what anyone can achieve. And also, you know, since I've been with eXp, it's just been amazing how easy it is to share what we're doing and share the information with our clients as well as our with other colleagues. And a lot of agents have already joined my team, joined eXp, and there's no doubt that the early adopters will definitely be the benefactors, the ones that take advantage of this. So those are a few of the reasons.
You could have just said, I'm really smart. You could have summed that up as just, I was really smart and I know what I'm doing. Pay attention.
Well, they say, follow the smart guy.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd like to ask Jay real quick. I know, Jay, you and I have had some conversations on the phone, and thank you with your support and your coaching as well. I've enjoyed coaching with you and your organization. So maybe if you don't mind, you could share just a couple of words about your thought process and why you made the change.
Yeah, man. I mean, and definitely, you know, we're happy to have you on board. I think one of the things that was, maybe it's somewhat unexpected, maybe it's not, but you know, what I'm seeing happen at this company is phenomenal. And I've never seen it happen in any other organization. Culture is a really important part of any business, and it really is what drives everything. And it's really what allows you to attract talent. But the way that they've aligned this is a Warren Buffett, and Charlie Munger, one of their number one misconceptions that people have, in business. And when they have, businesses that they're buying, they look at is the misconception of compensation and how it drives behavior. And if that's misaligned, how that messes things up. And I think, when you look at a traditional real estate office, you see, everyone is out to go get their own commissions. There's no really synergy and no really reason for you to help the person across the hall from you. And when you change that, something kind of magical happens. First of all, the opportunity was big enough, as you mentioned, the opportunity was big enough that it attracted the influencers and the people in the marketplace that really can make a difference and help real estate agents grow their business. We all have the ability to help agents be successful at eXp, not just with what eXp brings to the table, but with our own knowledge and experience. And what I'm seeing happen across the country that is just phenomenal is how many of us are all willing to give and share our best secrets and the things that we normally weren't incentivized to spend time investing in doing, but we're doing it all because we are all shareholders and owners of this company as well, and we all win together. It's really that whole put all our fires together and make one big fire. And the business model standalone on its own compared to an agent has to be able to be more successful at eXp than they could be somewhere else, and the fee structure has to be in alignment. And then you add the opportunity to that, and you really have just a perfect business model. And everybody at eXp is happy. If you run across people that are at eXp that aren't happy, I don't know who they are, because I've never seen them, and I'm sure there will be, right? But for the most part, everyone here is excited, and everyone here is wanting to share and help each other grow their business. And it's just a cool thing to kind of be a part of, to be honest with you. It's like being on a rocket ship, but it's been a blast so far. But for me, I think the alignment is more important than the assignment. And that's, the synergy of being able to work with people like you guys, Chris, Tom, obviously a legend in the industry, and, to mastermind together and to be a part of something, growing something together is a very special opportunity.
I couldn't agree more. If I could piggyback on that just a little bit, Jay, I don't think people really truly realize the value of this, because I think when you talk about culture, right, culture is amazing. I think it's what keeps people together and what keeps people there for a long time. But when you talk about this kind of culture here, where literally, I'll just put this out there, I literally called you the other day, Jay, right? Like, hey, Jay, would you do this with me and kind of jump on a call and talk to Tom Davis? Absolutely. You said, game on. Like, literally, without hesitation, without even a thought, you said, absolutely, game on. Let me know when. Now, if anybody out there is watching this right now doesn't know who Jay is, again, maybe you lived under a rock for a while, but Jay has created the NAEA, which is the National Association of Expert Advisors. This man trains thousands of people across the country, and they pay him thousands of dollars for all this information on how to do business at a very, very high level. So he's not somebody we just pulled out from Home Depot parking lot. Jay is legit and has a resume to follow. But my point is, where can you go to a company that you have the ability to sit and coach and sit by somebody and be coached, like literally by you, where it's, your time is free. You give it, contribution, truly contribution.
It's
right?
it's phenomenal. And I appreciate what you're saying. The truth is, I'm being compensated through the business model to do that. And for me, the fulfillment is I don't have to ask for a credit card at the end of any conversations. So, when you're all pulling in it together, that's for me is what fulfillment is. I get what Tom's saying. I feel like I'm on that second chapter of my life where it's really more about the fulfillment and giving back and adding value to people's lives. That's what really makes my day the perfect day. I like to be challenged and learn and grow and learn something, but I like to be around the kind of people that I want to learn and grow with. And then I like to be able to contribute. Contribution is so important. So now I get to do that every single day at eXp, and I wouldn't count. I'll tell you this much, and Brett Jennings made this comment when we had interviewed him, and he said a similar situation. Tom, I know you. I don't know how much you want to talk about how much they tried to keep you, but at the end of the day, Brett said, "I'm betting on all of us." When I moved to eXp. That was the bet I was making. This business model is the right business model, but then when you get all of us together, you would never bet against us, right? Like that was a really a powerful point for him, I thought.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Tom.
I was just going to say, after doing a deep dive, and really, I first heard about this from Brent Gove over a year ago, and I looked at it and I was like, no, that's, that can't be real. And I've heard, some negative things, the model can't sustain it. It's not sustainable. That's smoke and mirrors, this and that. But after I really took a hard look, did a deep dive, and spoke with other top mega agents across the country that are all more successful now since they came on board, it would have been a bad decision for me to not join eXp. And the economic model is one of the other big factors that was extremely important to me. I had a big team, had a big organization, and to be honest, I had a big nut to crack every single month. Mm-hmm. And as we know, salaries and wages creep, like expenses creep. And right now, the market is definitely changing. It's almost like a race to the bottom with commissions. We have all of these cut-rate brokers and online companies that are trying to list properties for less money. And it just became, became aware that we had to do such a huge volume of transactions 400, 500, 600 units in order to keep the margins the same. I mean, the margins were shrinking. So there's no doubt that the eXp economic model is fundamentally better and stronger than any other model that's out there. The day that I made the change, I was able to cut my expenses by 2/3. So that's a big, significant cut change. And the listings have been increasing since I've been here because of our marketing, and it was a super smooth transition with all of our clients. I basically just call the seller, hey, it's Tom Davis. I'm really excited to let you know that I made the change over to eXp. eXp is the fastest growing real estate company in the history of real estate, and it's seamless to you, and we're excited about it. There's no change. Actually, there's an improvement in marketing and exposure to you, and thank you for your support. And by the way, do you know of anyone else that wants to buy a home or sell a home? So,
there you go.
It's been
Don't forget that.
So,
Don't forget that.
So it's, the transition was fine. It was smooth and somewhat smooth. Some things are never, ever perfectly smooth, but I heard a great saying that goes like this: people who are willing to submit themselves to extreme discomfort are the ones who are willing to grow the most personally and professionally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with that.
Right on. I'll throw a book suggestion out there since I've got one hot on my mind right now. There is a great book by Aubrey Marcus called Own the Day. And I mean, it is, I've read a lot of really good books. And this guy, he started On It Academy in Austin, Texas. He's partners with Joe Rogan in it. And it is a great book, man. I've been doing a lot of running lately. And hey Tom, I hear you ride the bike quite a bit, huh? Mr. Kid.
Yeah, I've been out on the bike. I'm getting ready to do the death ride. It's 16,000 feet of climbing and 129 miles. And it's definitely a death ride. Yeah.
Man, you are the man. That's crazy.
We have a lot of fun too. We all have fun. We live a big life, and we enjoy it, and we share that with others. So I'm glad we could jump on the Facebook here today and connect. Chris, you have any other questions?
No, I mean, I'm glad you really touched on a little bit of that, because I was going to ask you, you brought it up already, some of the challenges I think that really people face, that maybe you even were challenged with. You said you talked to Brent a year ago, right? And this was something that you almost in your mind was a myth, possibly smoke and mirrors yourself, right? Couldn't be possibly true. And I want to realize I put that out there. This is not something that probably does not cross anybody's mind. Of course it does, but in your mind, again, being an iconic person that you are, somebody who's ranked number 8 on the Wall Street Journal out of like 1.3 billion, you obviously are doing something right. But for you to make this move, with the understanding that there was probably some objections prior to coming on board, and you did mention a few of them like that, which I like. So the sustainability, we hear it all the time, right? Jay, I hear it all the time. We hear it. Like, it's not sustainable. But the reality is we see that it really is obviously a ability to be sustainable when you look at it from the big grander picture of it all. Any other concerns you had before you came on board that you could mention that maybe were challenges that maybe you crossed your mind before you made this threshold of jumping over?
Well, I think my main regret is that I didn't do it soon enough. My best friend Don Yoakum took a look at this and was encouraging me over the last few months, and I just had this gut feeling that I really, really need to research it and do a deep dive and pray about it. I went back to all of my goals and my big why, and it's in total alignment with everything that I want to achieve here on earth, for God, my family, for others, and to give back. And but it's not always going to be easy, right? And we do hear the chatter from the sidelines, but we just have to don't look at the sidelines, look at the goal, look at the end zone, and keep and score, right?
Right. And I would say too, for anybody that's
helmet in your background, you got that helmet back there, Jay. Is that from your college bowl?
Yeah, not me playing, no, but I've got some, and then right above that is all the tickets to all the events and experiences that I try to keep track of, and then that's my big vision board we've been working on. So, gotta keep it real.
Cool. Okay, that's right. Here we go.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Okay.
Great minds think alike.
That's me right there.
There you go. There you go.
I like it.
Well, hey, I would add one thing, Chris.
I gotta wrap this up, guys. I gotta run. So
I would just one thing I want to make sure that everybody knows too. Anybody that's watching this and wants to know more about eXp, I guarantee you this: Tom's a busy guy, but he's got time to talk to you about eXp. Chris is a busy guy, but he's got time to talk to you about eXp. If you haven't investigated it, you should reach out to these guys and just ask them questions. And what are you missing? That's the question you should be asking. What am I missing here? And take a look at it. So I would just want to make sure anybody that hasn't done that knows they should be doing that.
absolutely. And the last question, the question that all of us have asked ourselves for a long time is, what is your exit strategy? I asked myself, what's my exit strategy? So really, truly ask yourself, what's your exit strategy? So, hey, thanks for your time, guys. Jay, Chris, peace out.
Tom, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much.
See you, Tom.
Thank
Yep.
you so much, too, guys.
See you guys.
All right. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.